All right, so I'm in. Let's start the video game, shall we? Let me just turn off the air conditioning so I can. All right. So there's quite a bit of delay here, but I'm gonna play one of my favorite video games from back when I was a kid, Gargoyle's Quest. Please don't crash. So far, so good. Seems a little laggy though. Several hundred years have passed, and the realm is threatened once again. It seems laggy. An unknown army attacked. The king has been... Gah! They are very strong. Firebrand, return to the realm immediately! Hurry, before they close the dimension portal that leads here. Alright, so... if there's lag, this isn't going to be feasible. What are the controls? Okay. Oh, this is... this is a little bit laggy. I started off with very little health, and I think these spikes are basically one it kills. I know some enemies are, some enemies aren't right now. I don't need that health just yet, so let's not risk it. Oh, this brings back memories. Alright, that's... not enjoying the lag here. I ruined it. I screwed up. Reset. There we go. I'm chickening out. Oh, I got a big smile on my face from this game. So the way this game works, you have a wing meter. Once that runs out, you fall. I get different flame powers later on. And the game starts you right in the thick of it. That was just lucky. I forgot that guy was there. And now I'm coming up to the first boss. Uh-oh. I don't want to die right off the start. That would be embarrassing. If I could beat the first level without even getting hit, that would be... Oh, I can't hit him. Where is he? There you are. Yes. Oh, that song is nostalgic. And now I move on. We passed through the dimension portal and reached the goal realm. Now random battles, overworld maps, quest time. No. We'll see who doesn't leave here. See, I'm sure I could fix the leg, but I'm afraid of breaking the stream. And that just might happen. Sometimes I'll try to get hit on the exact frame that the random battle ends, just so when I end up as blob. See, I'll try it this time. Oh, no. I didn't mean to grab the ledge there. So, I need the vials for extra lives. Bugger. Yeah, like that. I am a spike ball. My first town. Now, what do I do here? I remember. There's one person I can. Oh, that's the. This is the password guy. There's a guy here who gives me gems, I believe. With a talisman of the cyclone, a damaged body can be revived. Yes. And this is... There we go. Check. This is the room of the Baron. Jark. I'm Jark. Yes, we just heard that. Yes, I'll get you back your gremlin stick. So he says... So he just said there's nothing he can do for me, and now he gives me something that lets me fly for longer. You'll become light and be able to fly higher. Or maybe it's jumping higher, not flying longer. I think I might try to farm some lives here. Odds are if I don't do it, it won't matter. So I just got one life. I don't know how many vials I have. Sure, I got another life. Alright, so what's my my level here? I got jump 2, wing 1, life 1. So I got 3 talismans of the cyclone, which are lives, and 7 vials. And 8 are required for extra lives. I was pretty sure there was somebody in this town that gives me more vials. So this guy will fight me, give me some more vials. Okay, maybe not. Alright, let's farm. I will get another 9 vials and then I will call it quits. And this will be the only farming that I do. Normally I just jump down there, but how many vials are you going to give me? Nah, I gotta come back this way anyways, so I'm just gonna grab one more. And now let's continue. I might die trying to make several jumps. We'll see. So now I can jump higher. Without talking to the Baron, I wouldn't be able to make this jump. And if I fall in this water, I believe I die instantly. So, don't want to do that. Because I don't have enough health. And then this is a big jump here. It's almost expected I hit that, but you can just barely miss it. Gubster, how's it going? You caught me playing video games again. I'm playing Gargoyle's Quest. It came out when I got the game brand new when I was 3 years old. And I just started, I beat the first boss. This game starts you right in the thick of it. And then you go right from, okay, I'll talk to him and kill him. You go right from, like, a full platforming level with the boss at the end to RPG. Yeah, so I'm looking for a stick, and this guy just tells me he stuck it in that tower I gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, well, just make sure you keep it up, right? It's not about, like, it's good that you're starting strong, but just continue with it. It's your future, right? So it's important. If you hit yourself on the right frame, you turn into a spiked ball of a gargoyle. So this tower here is where I need to go. These guys will kill me in one hit. And then as soon as I get these things off screen, I finish the... Why is circuits class hilarious? Is that like electrical circuits? Is it, like, often it's, the professors will make or break a class. I take, like, the only time I've ever dropped a class was I was taking, this is a little bit leggy, but I was taking, a really hard math course in the summer, and the person teaching it was a grad student, and he barely spoke any English. and we took the first. Like, there was 2 classes. We took the analytical math 1, and then we wrote the final on a Saturday, and the next Monday math 2 started, and you needed math 1 passed in order to be able to take math 2. But we only wrote the final on the Saturday, and most people who sign up for math 1 also sign up for math 2, and 3/5 of everybody who wrote the final failed the class. It was just it was terrible. I ended up getting in the top percentile in that class, and then I took the second class right afterwards. The first midterm, I got 66% on the first midterm, and that was the second highest mark. And the average was less than 30%, and I just had enough. I dropped the class, and then I took it again the next semester. But I actually had a teacher that I enjoyed, and the class was so much better. Arcanus, how's it going? I'm streaming my very first video game I ever had. This is Gargoyle's Quest for the Game Boy. I got it when I was 3 years old. It was my first. I got it with the Game Boy. I got it brand new, and I'm just in nostalgia territory right now. It's about to get difficult. So starting from here, I'm finishing the platforming elements, or the RPG elements, and I'm going into platforming. I might die. I haven't died yet. I was very impressed that I actually haven't got hit on accident yet. But yeah, electrical circuits, the professor's super nice. Everyone in the class is pretty funny. Yeah. Twitch can only notify people once per day. I didn't know that. I was on earlier to test the settings, and I had a really hard time making this work because it kept crashing my emulators. And even now it's a little bit laggy, but it's playable. But I'm crossing my fingers. I don't want to jinx myself. So now we're in go territory. I'll either look like I know what I'm doing this game, or I'll make a fool of myself on this level. So I got this game when I was 3 years old. I probably didn't beat it till I was like 12 years old. I forgot those guys explode. Okay, I'm not paying attention. It's only a matter of time before I get hit and die. Yeah, I got this game. I also got Super Mario and the 6 Golden Coins. And Super Mario and the 6 Golden Coins I was able to beat. But it was many years later that I ever beat it 100%. And that was Wario's first time on the big screen. Animal Crossing, Zelda. Yeah, I remember when Zelda Wind Waker came out, and there was a that was right when the internet was like GameFAQs and all those websites were getting popular, and there was on the guide it said if you beat Wind Waker both times on all 3 files, you will unlock a Zelda Solid Snake costume. And I did that, didn't get a costume, very disappointed. And so what's going on right here is, so this game, you got your jump, you can you can raise your jump level, you have wings, wing strength. Once it runs out, you fall down, and you can increase that as well as you also have those 2 circles are my health bars. I can get new fire power-ups, which I will get after I beat this next boss. And I am going to go for the extra life. It might be a bad idea. Oh yeah, I was going to make you a mod. I forgot. Oh yeah, gaming. Yeah, that was I beat the game 6 times 100%. And Wind Waker is a long game where you're always on that boat. All right. So I can't remember if I go up or not. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna jump down because I think there might, yeah, there was one here. And so this is, all right, so there's one. This is unnecessary, but scared me. There should be a health here. Now I gotta go back. Help! Go away. And he's gonna keep respawning. There. A speed sail, that would... Well, Wind Waker was pretty revolutionary at its time. Right? Like it was and then after that they came out with 4 swords, I believe. And Zelda was going strong for quite a while. Then they came out with the Wii and the GameCube version of oh crap. I can't remember the name of it. It's lagging. That's not good. Yeah, Twilight Princess. That's the one. Yeah, Twilight Princess got a lot of hate, but also got a lot of love at the time too. It got more hate later, I think. All right, so I made it back here. I haven't been hit yet in the game. That wasn't on purpose. I'm so nostalgic. I'm feeling so nostalgic right now, guys. I love it. This is a good night. This is all right. Take that guy out before he wrecks me. Alright, let's wait for the next pass. I hope the sound is good, everybody. Crap. Well, I'm one hit away from death. And a lot of these things do 2 hit points worth of damage, too. No! Ah, I think I gotta go all the way back. No, I don't. Okay, I just hit the save point. Well, I got extra lives, but... I panicked. I couldn't remember what to do. There we go. One guy down. Some of these, there's one boss here. There's one whole level and boss, which is really hard. I'm planning to, I'm planning to do a run through of this whole game. I'm gonna hope it's gonna take me under 2 hours, but it might take me 3. We'll see. I don't think I've ever timed myself on this game before. So I died, worst player ever. And this is the boss. Whoops. There's one. Yep, I didn't mean to grab that. Alright, now next one. I'm in trouble. Oh, I didn't want to... I lost... It ate my jump. I'm in trouble. Oh, there was no platform there. I thought there was a platform. Alright, there goes my lives. I can't remember the last time I actually died at that part, but... Not showing off my best side here, guys. And now I'm finding myself getting antsy. I just want to rush through it. Alright, no more passive. I gotta make up for whoops. Alright, so I gotta wait for this thing to come my way. And that's sort of what got me last time. Is I went for it and it was going away. Alright. No, you can't tell me what, well, I guess you can tell me what to do, but I'm stubborn as a mule. I wanted vengeance. Now what do I do? Oh yeah, now I leave down through here, I believe. There we go. You acquired the gremlin stick. And I lost 2 lives, but I gained 1. You have the power of the blockbuster, which is arguably the best weapon in the game. So as of now, the game gets revolutionized with regards to attack speed. I just got to... What's the power button? There we go. Oh, what's the... I forgot what the controls were. The controls on this controller are actually backwards from what they feel like they should be. So now I can fire 2 bullets at once, and there's also breakable blocks that I can break with my fire breath. I unlock other powers later on that can create platforms for me. I didn't feel like waiting, I just take the hit. I gotta make up time for those deaths. I can still die here, and these things will kill me in 1 hit. I haven't gotten more armor yet. I will very soon get 3 hit points, and that will give me some extra breathing room. And then I will also grab a health restore. I can't remember what it's called, like something of the Cyclone. You finally got your bank issues fixed. Yeah, well, a lot of people get anxiety, but like when you get into those situations where like the reasons what you're running through your head on like oh, well, people are gonna judge me, people are gonna this, people are like, but for the most part, what I find is everyone's all caught up in their own stuff. So the same people that you're worried are gonna that might judge you, they're still thinking like, oh, I'm here, but people are gonna judge me, and it's we're all worried about what others will think about us. And so this is the Baron. This section of the game took me a long time to figure out, because you have to use the gremlin stick you've got on him. Yeah, but I'm really hopeful this is going to turn into a positive like influence on your mental health, and maybe you'll make some friends. You maybe build your community. I almost forgot to grab some lives. How much? I keep forgetting what the controls are. Oh, I wish I had 32. So this guy sells me lives for 8 vials. I can't remember how to get to the level menu every time. Alright, so I can get 1 more. And that's actually lots. I don't intend to die a lot, but you never know. Yeah, like don't go hard out of the gate. You don't need to lift heavy. You need like focus more on the exercise themselves and just like get the muscles working and feel the squeeze, feel the. All right, let me. You don't need heavy weights to really kick the crap out of your muscles. Your muscles don't know what you're lifting, but heavy weights are an easy way to stress the muscles a little bit more, but it's also can be potentially hazardous for the joints. And if there's pain, you just stop. Stretch beforehand, warm up beforehand. That'll go a long way. But ultimately, you'll be like it's your health, right? And you make little improvements over time, and they add up. All right, so I believe I kill this guy, and this is where I get my extra damage armor here. Welcome back, Arcanus. I'm about to... I can't remember if this is a boss or not, but there are some bosses in here that are pretty tough. No, I think this guy just gives it to me when I show him that I'm brave. I wouldn't go there. Yes, I'm gonna go there. Finally, one of courage. This is the armor of the dragon. May it keep you whole. About time that I can... Like, there's a lot of enemies that I've already passed that can kill me in one hit. And now I just have a little bit of leeway. It might be. Yeah, I've always been looking forward to hearing about how your progress has been going there, Gubster. Like, you take the steps, and that's commendable. Now, so this section of the game is the reason why I didn't beat this game until I was like 12, even though I got the game when I was 3 years old. You talk to a bunch of the villagers here, and they give you a hint that there's a set of wings that's been buried under a tree. But what does that mean? I had no idea. Well, I was finally able to figure it out. First, whoops. How much? Alright. I don't have enough vials, because the lives get more and more expensive as I go. I'm hoping after I kill this guy and I grab the wings, I'll have enough. See, these guys normally kill me in one hit, but now they can't. See? Took 2 damage. Yeah, no, I'm happy to give you any motivation I can. Yeah, so this is that tree that those dang wings are buried behind, and that took 9 years of my life. You have the wings of the falcon. And then one day I just had the idea, like, check it, and I got it, and then I can move on with the game. Yeah. So now, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna purchase another life. I don't know what building the guy is in. I'm pretty sure there's guys in here that actually just give me... The king hid many vials full of magic potions and essence of the soul stream. That's the next thing I'm after, is the essence of the soul stream. If you don't find it, the game gets like 5 times harder, because once a level, you're able to use it to refill your hearts to full. Resident Evil Outbreak. Kyle Surf, how's it going? think I was just hitting the A button. Yep. So I got 9 lives. I'm basically God at this point. Although there's one boss that gives me an extra heart. He's an optional boss. Gives me an extra hit point. Whether or not I fight him. But I may die several times trying to kill him. And so I'm going to take the alternate route right now. Because I want pretty much easy mode. Yeah. Yeah, see, if you get hit right as you end the platforming session, it leaves you as a big ball of pain. And then even when I got this, I didn't know how to use it for the longest time. Yeah. I'll show you once I. This might be a harder boss that I might have to just attack really fast. Yeah, these guys here will kill me fast. I'm not sure if these guys can kill me in one hit or not. I think they might be able to. Ah! He psyched me out. Yeah, so I have a jump level, I have a wing level, and I have hit points. I have armor. And so I'll be able to show it off in this section here. I just upgraded my wingspan, so now I can fly more before I fall to death. And right now I can jump below this mountain, but eventually we'll be able to jump really high and have infinite wingspan. And this game is really good about controlling how high you jump, so it's really easy to control how high you jump. Like a lot of games like Mario, it's a little bit finicky. Here, it's really good, but I'm gonna try to make this jump of death. Even with this extra wingspan, I still might die. It's all about managing, like, floating, unfloating, floating, unfloating. Yeah, this like I am in nostalgia town right now. I am having so much fun. I feel good. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm dead. Just kidding. I went to go look at the chat, and I took it for granted that it was going to be easy. And now if I get hit by this water, I'm dead. So if I get this water will kill me in one hit now. Wait, did I just grab the health? I don't know. So I'm almost to the next boss, and this section here is this is foreshadowing for later. There is a boss I have to play on this little area, and it's basically okay. So you know who this guy is? This main character is that Gargoyle enemy from Ghosts and Goblins. So I'm playing as the most annoying character, the most annoying enemy in Ghosts and Goblins right now. Firebrand, why are you here? Don't tell me you changed sides. Darkone is locked up in there. That must be the king of Destruction's army. They have been called from their graves to destroy the Ghoul Realm. And yeah. So by beating this game, you're essentially spelling doom for humanity. Or rather, your reward for beating the game is you get sent to the realm of Ghosts and Goblins to try to take over the realm. Alright, so all these levels are so... I love them. Whoa, I forgot what was going on. Like, this one has falling platforms. and it has traps. Like I just set that one off on purpose just to show you. I thought it was going to be a fallen log, but he's coming for me. There's like secrets. I don't know why I keep hitting these things. I'm just showing them off, but it's all right. So I can now break these blocks with my fire. So this is the specialty of this fire. And so I'll be using this attack for pretty much the rest of the game. There are stronger attacks. Hey, let me down. What are you flying on? Who's standing on air? Okay, so they take 2 hits to hit. I'm not gonna hit this thing this time. And I've got to come here. It is. This game is amazing. Like, I did this whole route here. I didn't have to come down here. There was no reason for me to do it. I just did it just for fun. And let's even hit this. Uh-oh. I wasn't sure if I was going to jump at me or not. Oh. It's a little bit leggy though. That's the only downside. And now it gets fun. Watch this. Now I'm in win. I'm constantly getting pushed back. So this adds an extra level to the playing difficulty. Ah, I screwed up. Got him. Those guys will take 2 hits of damage off me. Now I got lightning. This level's got everything. And almost boss time. I can't even get this just yet. Oh, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I... There we go. I was still able to make it. And now the wind is gone. And what do you think that means? What do you think this music... I'm in trouble. Oh! That was all lag. That disappointed me. I'm gonna die now. It ate my jump. Where's he gonna be? I don't want to grab that! Oh shit, don't turn around. Sure. Alright, thanks for coming out, Gubster. Do your best at school. And make memories now that you'll remember for the rest of your life. Alright, so 3 vials. Not good for much, but I believe these are lives here. Obtain 1 talisman of the cyclone. I died twice in this game on the same level. Alright, wah. So now I got the gremlins. I got something from the Baron. What do I got? Yeah, I got the candle of the poltergeist. So I got the candle of the poltergeist, which I'm going to use on him. The candle of the poltergeist, light it. The body of Darko moved a little. Oh, I can move. My power was stolen by the King of Destruction, Gregor. I can't recover my strength. until he is defeated. Only the red blaze can do that. You must seek it. According to legend, it will burn our enemies out of the realm. Yes. If you hit no, I think it takes away some of your power-ups. I might be wrong about that. Or no, that's the very end. You can choose to join the final boss, and then he turns on you at the very end. This one, he just the power of the king flows into your body. Your nails and wings become stronger. So I believe I can jump higher now and fly longer. But I still only have 3 hit points. And then now, alright, I'm worried about missing. Alright, so I got max health, or max lives. I'm worried about missing an optional boss. Alright, so it's not there. He's you have to walk around one of the towns to find him. And I can't remember if there's any reason for me to... Oh, there is. Or maybe not. This is the save room. I'm going to be streaming until I finish this game. So, I'm not even... I don't think I'm halfway yet. Oh, what's the... This is the level, I think. Nope. This is the guy. I might die here. You look like a hero. Try your skill against me. Whoops, I didn't mean to start just yet. Ah! Alright. I remember that being harder. Alright, take care. Thanks for coming by. I'm playing with a big smile on my face. Armor of the Guile. There. Now the game gets a little bit easier. I also suppose I could have healed on that guy too. Whoa, you're very strong. See you later. Oh yeah, this guy. Let's talk to you. I'm the Baron of the land. Baimon. Firebrand. You are too late. They took the candle. It's in the desert of destitution to the east of here. Yes, I'll get it. You're... What? I was mashing, and I chose the wrong option. You are brave. If you can recover the candle, I'll tell you where Majorita is. And let's see if I can remember how to get into this level here. Okay, now I'll just take the hit. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, because if I take another hit, I'm dead. Obtain 1 vial. I don't need vials, I don't need... Oh yeah, this. So, I have to figure out how to get... Okay. I'm thinking. I believe I come in from the north. So, that's sort of where I've been heading right now. But there's a specific path you have to take. Nope. Otherwise it blows you off track. And now I'm getting new enemies. But because I've been more or less going right to where I need to go, I haven't been facing a lot of random battles. So there's a lot of... Whoa, what the hell is that? So there's a lot of enemies you haven't even seen yet. Just because I've been rushing. There we go. This is a fun level. They're all fun levels, but this one is fun. Yeah, this is a very... Like, right now I'm just dropping into the pit of death. I didn't have to kill those guys, but now that I have more wing power, I have... They add different layers to this game, but I still have to... Shit. I still have to really pay attention to how much wing power I have, because if you saw there, I almost ran out. Now I'm in water, and what's in water? Fishes. And they speed up once you're on the same level with them. I'm just grabbing all this stuff just because I'm pretty sure how much... Oh, I can't even... Oh, I got 58 vials. Max lives. Maybe I'll try to get 99 vials by the end. Oh, these guys are... I'm not going down there. Yeah, I think it's just a health. Oh no, I should have got it. Alright, so these guys here are... Got him. Oh, it was one too high. I had a feeling I was doing it wrong, but oh, where'd you come from? Alright, so I'm going to use this for the first time. That guy surprised me. I was thinking about the boss, because the boss is right here. Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm in trouble. Psych. There. Let's kill him. What? There's two. There we go. Let's go between these two. Cha-ching! And now I think I get a new fire breath. I think that could have killed me. You recovered the candle of darkness from the desert of destitution. You also received the power of the claw. Oh, so now I think I can walk up steeper cliffs. I think that's the power that I actually... Yeah, I got this. So what this thing does is if I shoot this on the edge of spikes... Hey. If this breath hits the edge of spikes, it creates a safe platform to land on, and then now I can climb vertically. So the last level was falling through a pit for most of the level. Now, moving on, I'll be able to climb up out of a pit. Alright, so I talked to... You have done very well, Firebrand. You can get to the cave where Majorita lives by using the secret passage from this room. Alright. Let's grab all the... Let's go. I think it's left. Left is where I want to grab the item, and right is the exit. So we're taking the scenic route. No, I'm not taking the scenic route. Well, we're just going to look at this thing here and pretty much stick our nose in what we did. And now we're never going to talk about that again. Alright, so what's going on here? Oh, is this the... I can't let you meet Majorita. Brager's orders. But now I'm much stronger with my new power. I couldn't kill those guys. Whoops. I couldn't kill those guys before they killed me before. But with my new breath, I can. This breath does more damage than the other one. See, watch. I'll kill these. Oh! I shot the wrong direction. I mistimed it. The next boss is fun. Next boss is probably my favorite boss because he's probably the hardest boss in the game. You and your shields. And now I've basically got a really... Whoops. I've got really strong wings. I've got one less than maximum health. So normally those guys would take 2 hits, but now I can kill them in 1. And like I said, I can shoot the spikes and create a platform to walk on. And now here's the story here. If you want to know about the red blaze, light a candle at the altar. You can't tell me, well, yeah, I guess you can. Obtain 3 vials. Whoops. Yep, Firebrand is losing his mind. Upon lighting candle of darkness, the surroundings are put under a cloak of darkness. Whoops. So now I talked to this guy up here. A long time ago, the Red Blaze defeated the King of Destruction and locked him away deep underground. Whoops. That's what happens when you mash. He was called the Red Blaze because his color was that of a blazing fire. The Red Blaze, yes, he was a mutant gargoyle. There remains only one who is of the same blood. Firebrand, once you know the secret of the Red Blaze, we can set you free. Alright. I was just fooling around there. That looks weird with the... If you go back and watch that, his fire breath was coming out of his face. Right as I finished the level here. You're beginning to understand. The one who is of the same blood is Firebrand. It's you. Only you can defeat Brager. But you are so weak now. Go to the east and find Rushafell. Get the eternal candle from him. And so, looking forward to it. And now I get to traverse this bridge. I don't quite have infinite flying yet. So things can still go wrong. Oh, I missed them. I thought that was good. So I rushed through that. And then now it's a maze. And you walk through here. They give you hints on where to go. Hi, friend. Remember me? It was I who gave you the armor of Guile. If you're seeking the Nega's path, it's the 5th one from the northernmost side. The other paths are all traps. Good luck, friend. Yeah, so there are tons of dungeons, and they all loop around, so they're basically all the same, and you end up at one or the other. This doesn't seem right. I think it's this one. So I think there's a ghost here. I'm in a good mood. I believe it's this one here. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. They're all the same, but only one of them leads to the right path. If you look, the last one I went into, you saw how I was going from right to left? That's because if I had taken another path, I would have gone from left to right and ended up there. Alright, so now I just need to... Let's go down here. I know it's not... Alright, so this guy, I'm just gonna let him chase me. I shouldn't have done that! Dead end! Dead end! Run away! Run away! Run away! Danger! 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 Stranger danger! I'm being chased by a bunch there. Now they can't kill me in one hit. I did right. I did good. And this whole level is hard. And here is Rushafell. Firebrand, I know you're coming. If you are the true Red Blaze, defeat me and prove your right to the eternal candle. I will be waiting for you. You are replaying Halo Reach for September. Well, appreciate the lurk. Thanks for coming by. I'm very happy to be able to share this game with you guys. I am a pretty big retro fan for a lot of games. Whoops. I always get the two buttons confused because they're not backwards, but I got the 4 buttons, and the buttons that should be here are rotated to be there. So when I put my hand fresh on the controller, it throws me off. But when I'm used to it, it's it makes sense. All right, so let's. I might be too low. I was worried I was going to run out of wingspan. So these things hit me basically every time. These things, I don't know if I can avoid them. I did it! I did it! No! I didn't do it! I almost made it to go 2 of my hearts. But then I get another one right away. And now following blocks from the ceiling. And then once, I don't remember where I'm going. So once I get through here, and I make it to the final areas, the leg is real. I get to put everything together that, whoops, let's just run away. I get to put everything together that I've learned throughout the entire game so far. I'm in trouble. Whew. So if you thought the other one was hard, what's up here? Oh yeah. I'm going to try to do this in one shot without using my health recovery items. While... Yeah, I don't know what the point of doing that is. That's just... You grew up on the... Yeah. Yeah, I remember growing... Like, I had one of those old CRT TVs? What is it? The big box TVs in my bedroom growing up. And I had the NES attached to it with a bunch of my games, and that's how I'd spend my childhood when I wasn't outside. Alright, so this is basically death. Yep. I can do without the leg. So normally, you can't crawl, you can't walk up this if you don't get the claws first. And I can break those blocks with my... So now I gotta switch to the blockbuster. I forgot about you. And I can only hurt the boss with this breath. Yeah, I was less... I remember we had a youth... well, like a youth... I don't know what you call it, but it was basically two people from the church had bought a building that they put a bunch of video games, board games, or whatever in, and they left it open and they let the kids just go play there. But they closed it every evening, and that's where I played my Super Nintendo. Playing, they didn't have Melee because that was too violent, but they had a lot of Mario Kart N64. They had the racing games, some of the RPGs. But then I would go to my friend's house and we would play Smash Brothers there. Alright, so... Okay, so I got my controls. Oh, what am I doing? This is the only breath I can hurt him with. It's just my other breath can destroy this ball of fire. I remember this guy being so hard to beat. And now I've got... Uh-oh, that's not good. So I can despawn this. I didn't even think about that when I was a kid. I never tried to despawn it before. You're 11 when Ocarina came out. Yeah, I remember when Ocarina came out, I was babysitting this kid, and I was a kid myself, but my babysitting just consisted of watching there and sitting there and watching him playing Ocarina. So I was being paid to watch him for like 8 hours a day. I wasn't getting paid very well, so. But you don't have your full powers yet. For that, you need the Eternal Candle. I am honored to give it to you. You have the eternal candle. Only you can defeat Gregor. Go, save our realm. Red Blaze. The essence of the Gold Realm is building inside you and filling you with power. Someone speaking to you in your mind. Someone speaking to you in your mind. You are our son. Show us your real power and defeat the King of Destruction. You acquired the magical power of Darkfire. So now, I'm a boss. So I got infinite wingspan. I got 5 health now. I can jump really high. I got new fire. And I get to put it all together. Uh-oh. And this fire is useful for those guys, because those enemies are tough. Uh-oh. It takes 3 to kill him. I'll just avoid this guy. Bye! Nice knowing you. Uh-oh. He's not giving up. It doesn't matter. I'm out of here. Alright, so this is the last level before the final boss. And it's a good level for, it's quite mazy. I don't want that. Go up here. Whoops. I hit the wrong button there. I've also beaten Gargoyle's Quest 2. As well as, see, I just looped around. This is, whoops. I wish I didn't do that. That was silly of me. But, there's also, so, there are 3 Gargoyle's Quests. 2 of them are platformers like this. The third one is a completely, is basically a completely different game. Whereas one is a remake, not a remake, but it uses the same concept as this game, and you're playing as the same character. You're playing as the same character, just with a new story. That's close. I think I did that too early. So I could get up here right now, but let's... Whoops. Whoops. I know it's to the left. I don't even know why I'm coming over here. It lagged. It lagged! I'm trying to jump and it's lagging on me. Alright, I hate to do this, but I don't want to die. I took a hit there just because of lag. It was eating my jumps. I'm gonna blame everything on lag. Lag did it. I didn't quite get 99 lives, or 99. I didn't max out my vials, which is sad. Maybe I'll get another chance to get one. Although I don't see a point, because there's no more spot to trade them for lives. I think I'm almost there. I'm gonna go this way, just hoping that there's more vials. Nope. I think I'm out of here. Hey. Let me show you one more of those guys. I missed them. Oh, I didn't want to leave. I want to kill him. Anyways. So, you can agree to join the final boss. And that's not what I wanted. Those are lives. I don't need those. But you can agree to join the final boss, and then you have to fight him without any power-ups and without any means to kill him, and it's basically game over. Welcome, Red Blaze. I know of your power. There is no need for us to fight. Why don't you become my follower? If you do, I'll give this realm to you. You will be. I'm gonna agree to join him. What do you say? You dare to? He absorbed your power. Feel my vengeance. Yeah. Somebody done fucked up. Run away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need an adult. That's sad. Alright. Welcome, Red Blaze. Let's not hit yes this time. No thank you. Infernal Red Blaze. Once again, you hinder me, but I will have the last laugh. And so I gotta make sure I'm on the right attack. Crap. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. I'm getting unlucky. I think I watched a speed run where people had jump inside him. Bugger, I'm missing my chance to do a lot of damage. Let's try it again. I'm at the right height. Aw. There he goes. There goes the King of Destruction. What? I've been defeated twice. I'll never forget this. Not exactly the most poignant last words. Red Blaze forever. Red Blaze forever. Forever. Hooray, Red Blaze. Hey friend, you made it. I knew you would. But why didn't you tell me you were the legendary Red Blaze? Anyway, you saved the realm. I hope you'll stay here and help us. By the way, Firebrand, the Earth is yours. If you can conquer the Earth, you can be king there. Good luck. That was poorly read. So now my purpose in life is to is Conquest of the Earth. When Gregor was defeated, his power over Darkoon vanished. Darkoon regained his great power and defeated the entire army of destroyers. I'm gonna leave you guys to read the rest. I want to listen to the music. No, it's lagging. Firebrand became well known throughout the Ghoul realm, a legend in his own time. Dun, dun, dun. So I beat the game in under 2 hours. Now I gotta introduce. This is like after you beat Mario, right? Zundo Drewer. That was the first boss. Belzamos. Zakadruzer. Rushafell. King Breaker. Breaker. And now, so you can control a character yourself. Firebrand. Dun, 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 dun. This was a good night. I enjoyed that. Now I can't remember if this is it. I might just be looking at this menu for eternity. I don't think so. But we'll see. Alright, so I think that's it. There's Gargoyle's quest for the original Game Boy. And now you get to see my computer. And let's go to workout. There we go. I'm back. An hour and a half. 1 hour and 24 minutes. So I think I'm actually going to end it here. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I had fun. I got a big smile on my face. This was walking down memory lane. So I think I'm going to do this again, and I'll pick another retro game that I